The challenges that they place before you will help you discover and rediscover the world that we live in and operate in. The Malhar Festival today is the number one festival of the country, Inter-College Festival. AI is not taking these jobs. AI is actually going to add more jobs in this industry.
Namaste and hello. Welcome to Made for Media, brought to you by Indian Institute of Creative Skills, affiliated with NSDC Academy and operated by Media and Entertainment Skill Council. I'm your host, Vandana Vadera, and today I have a very special guest with me here. He just does not organize events, he creates magic. He orchestrates emotions. He actually turns the stage into stories. Let's put our hands together for the gentleman who is a co-founder of Wizcraft, the man himself, Mr. Sabbas Joseph.
Hey, Vandana.
Hello, I'm very good. Thank you for asking.
Lovely to catch you on this special show.
Yes, absolutely. So let's start with some serious questions, and then we'll come on to the fun ones, yeah? Okay. What gaps do you see between traditional education and what the industry actually requires from talent?
I think traditional education most often is stuck in the books and the curriculum and the predictable, the traditional and the past.
Right.
Very often it is not attuned to the present and especially the world that we're going to be operating in tomorrow. And I think that's the real gap.
Right.
You have to capture the past, set ourselves in the future, and teach in the present, experience in the present. And I think that's really the bridge that we all require to work towards completing and fulfilling so that both teaching, teachers, and the curriculum are relevant for our students tomorrow in the real world.
Excellent. So have you ever been a trainer? Have you been a coach and teaching students?
I have been blessed that I've been that permanent student, permanent learner.
Learn.
So nobody is asking to teach them. So I've been blessed with that. But in my learning, I've learned more out of life and more on the job that I could be taught in a school or in the college because the curriculum never existed. We were blessed that we had those opportunities, and we are doubly blessed that we've been able to take those opportunities and change it into careers, business opportunities, and an entrepreneurship, which today has set forward an industry across the country, across the world. I've been blessed on another count to be a visiting teacher or professor at some of the most significant management institutes and colleges, their graduation programs, etc. And I think more than teaching over there, every time I've gone there, I've learned more than actually being able to teach.
Sure.
Because in the process of teaching the new, students challenge you. Students are excited by what you do. And if you begin to respond to them, I think it's your best learning. Because the challenges that they place before you will help you discover and rediscover the world that we live in and operate in.
Right. Then how can creative institutes collaborate more meaningfully with the media and entertainment industry?
I think at the heart of creativity is the story. At the heart of any media development, they're platforms to tell stories, to share stories. And if you're able to find the story, establish its syntax, and be able to communicate it correctly,
Right.
using the right medium, the right grammar, the right actors, the right protagonists, I think you'll tell your story successfully.
Correct.
Be it through an event, be it through animation, be it through XR, be it through film, theatre, you name the medium. They're just mediums, they're just platforms, or they have their own grammar.
Right.
But at the heart of every one of these is a story. And if you're able to tell that story correctly, you will make a difference.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, how can institutions like ISCS, our new baby, create a stronger bond between skill development and opportunities?
I think ISCS is poised to be the best institution of its kind
Mhm.
because there's no institution like IICS anywhere in the world which provides you a platform for integrated skills learning. Here in IICS, you can learn animation, you can learn storytelling, acting, event management, sound design, sound recording, music development, music creation, singing, and this integrated play of some of these facets which you don't get in one particular place: digital storytelling, digital animation, etc. And having multiple media to work with all at the same time with world class mentors. You've got Grammy and Oscar winners working in that mentorship team.
Absolutely.
You've got people who worked at the highest levels across events, across animation,
Right.
across visual effects, in music,
Sound.
technicals,
Yes.
who are there as your mentors, as your teachers, as people who will share their inner learnings, their experiences with you. It's a gold mine. And I think any student at IICS should consider themselves very, very special. First, to have made the cut to get admission itself, and two, to be mentored and taught by this community of excellence.
Wonderful. Yes, absolutely. So now let's come to the next segment, which is your journey, which is a little serious and inspirational. Let's start from the beginning. How did the co-founding of Wizcraft happen? From journalism to events, Wizcraft, how did that journey happen? I think my listeners, my audience would love to know about that.
I think a lot of what we achieve in life, or the stories or the paths that we take in our lives, have got to do with where we began our lives, or the journeys that we've gone through which people don't know about. And sometimes we ourselves are not conscious of how big an impact they make on our later success and later stories. I lived in a place like Bandra, Mumbai, where now I can define them as events, but then you had zonal competitions, you had talent competitions, you had dance competitions, all of those kind of things happen. And you have choir singing, you had singing zonals, duos, solos, groups, you had a choir that was created. Many of us played the violin, guitar, etc. So we grew with music. Next, I was in St. Xavier's College, where I was one of the few students that started the Malhar Festival,
Wow.
which is now more than 40 years old.
Amazing.
The Malhar Festival today is the number one festival of the country, Inter-College Festival.
Wow.
And it has defined what inter-college festivals need to be and should be. And imagine you had the opportunity to work on the first 3 editions of the Malhar Festival. I was its first ever editor. The magazine was called Raga, and we had that.
It's wonderful.
I went on to create a career in journalism, and then came into events.
How'd that?
All of this that one experienced during one's childhood, during one's teenage years,
Was shaping you.
would have impacted what we've been able to achieve in events, or creating a new path, a new career. As a journalist, I went to interview 2 individuals who were in the process of starting their nightclub in Mumbai.
Wow. Okay.
We became friends, and whilst we were doing various events to promote the club, we discovered that there was no such agency or no such facility to provide a juggler, a magician, sound, lighting, licenses, to run an event, to even put up the stage, or what should the design be. We were dependent on rudimentary suppliers who also did not understand it as an event.
Correct.
They were mandap guys. Someone who was doing a mandap was asked to do a stage. There was no such thing as flex printing. There was simply something known as painting. Just as M.F. Hussain painted billboards, there were painters who painted your billboard, your hoarding, which was your backdrop.
Yeah.
Okay, with logos, etc., etc., etc. So each of those things came together and we said, maybe it's a good idea to provide A to Z in entertainment.
One stop.
And in the course of that, we set up Wizcraft. We had a client who wanted to give us money, but we had no name for the company. We had no company, no bank account. So we had to appear the next day at the bank to open a bank account, and we were brainstorming what the name should be. There were multiple names that threw up, and one was Wizards, the other was Witchcraft, and somebody got married to become Wizcraft.
Wizcraft.
And that's how Wizcraft was born.
Wow.
And to date, the three partners of Wizcraft, Andre Timmins, Virasi Rakari, and Sabbas Joseph, are together running Wizcraft. So it's a 38-year journey,
Wow.
which is an ongoing story, and I hope it goes on forever.
Mashallah, I'm sure it will. It will go on forever and ever. Well, India's entertainment industry has evolved massively. So, what changes have surprised you or interested you in the last 20 years?
I think when we began, there was no concept of event management.
Right.
It used to be orchestras and
Tentwalas.
tent fathers, not even a tent fathers. I mean, we were organizing shows, show organizers. The event management industry got defined around Wizcraft. And from one Wizcraft came out 5, from those 5 came out 10, and from those 10 came out another 100. And the next thing you know is that you have an industry today from 0 to 600,000 crores industry. That is what it's defined to today.
Wow.
And it's happened in our lifetime. It comprises exhibitions, weddings, sports, corporate events, brand launches, MICE, weddings, political events, religious events. Take all of it together.
Wow.
And it's 600,000 crores. And that's crazy. It's more than the economy of many countries.
Absolutely.
It is poised to be 10% of the economy along with tourism. And the country believes that it should be 15%.
Wow.
And today, the Prime Minister launches Wed in India. And his positivity leads us to having the Prime Minister launch Meet in India. And today, the Prime Minister and the government and every state government is talking about the concert economy.
Right.
So, events, entertainment, MICE, weddings, concerts have become part of the mainstream Indian economy.
Good.
And I do hope that we get more positive policies, more developments, more funding, more industry benefits to be able to build it into the big, large, successful industry that this industry can be. We were talking earlier about AI. We were talking about technology. And if you look at that, AI is predicted to take away many jobs.
Yes. I was coming to that also.
The good thing about event management is that it is about people.
Yes.
AI, technology, processes will help us deliver better. It won't take away the jobs. It will probably enhance the jobs. It'll probably enhance the job market and increase the number of jobs, and more skilled resources will be required in the event and entertainment industry.
Correct.
So, AI is not taking these jobs. AI is actually going to add more jobs in this industry.
Oh, you think so?
Most certainly.
How important do you think is formal training for creative fields today? And how can institutes like MESC and IICS contribute to the ecosystem?
If yesterday it took you 6 years to learn something on the job, today those 6 years can be crunched into 6 months, and you start off at a better scale and a better position than yesterday. So the next 6 months get you completely up to speed for the next 10 years. So 10 years of our lives get crunched into 1 year just by the new education methods, which include experiential learning and classroom learning,
Right.
online learning experiences, and visiting professionals as teachers. So when you look at all of that, mentorship programs, etc., you're crunching the learning process from 10 years down to 1 year.
Correct.
And that really is the game changer. And you're skilling people to be able to be ready to work directly in the industry.
Yes.
1. 2, you're skilling people to start entrepreneurships.
Yes.
So the entertainment industry is one of those industries that will create more job creators than job seekers. So people are being trained to be entrepreneurs rather than just job seekers or job developers or job work people.
Yes, absolutely. So let's come to some funny pop questions. Yeah,
Sure.
you are dealing with celebrities, big time ones, big times. What is the weirdest celebrity request that you ever got? No,
When it comes to celebrities, there's nothing weird.
nothing weird.
Yeah. It's all par for the course. Each one has their own requirements. And
Yeah,
as long as you deliver that,
yeah.
the rest is okay. Maybe the weirdest celebrity request I've had was a celebrity asking permission from the hotel manager to take a photograph with the stewards and the butler who was serving him. Because the hotel had created a mandate for all their team that you will not disturb the celebrities.
Right.
You will make sure that you're working, so don't take your phone to the room and do not ask for a photograph. So the celebrity had to take special permission from the hotel's general manager to do this, and it's a game changer. I think
Amazing.
hats off to the GM, hats off to his team, and hats off to the celebrity too.
Of course, definitely.
Did she say the celebrity was Shah Rukh Khan?
Oh, I was going to say, if you don't want to take the name, it's okay, but that's wonderful. Really, really.
Wonderful person.
Wonderful person.
That came through.
Yeah, wonderful,
The
wonderful.
hotel was the Hyatt Regency in Jaipur.
Amazing. But it's quite a large heart he has, that means. Wonderful, wonderful. So if you were not doing events or media, what would Sabbas Joseph be doing?
If I wasn't doing events, I'd either be a journalist or a violinist. So I play the violin and continue.
I didn't know that.
Or I'd be a journalist trying to change the world.
But even in events, you're changing the world. You're doing the same thing.
We have to always keep doing that.
Yeah.
I think that is a vocation or an opportunity that each of us have in our lifetimes. That you feel so itself is an honor.
Yes, absolutely. So we hear so much about crisis management in events. So what is your go-to move if a mic, so the sound wala forgets, the sound person forgets the mic, or the celebrity doesn't appear, or the script is not ready? So how do you handle those things?
I think the way to handle these things is to keep planning and rehearsing.
Right.
And then only events that have failed are the ones that you've not planned for
Exactly.
and you've not rehearsed.
Absolutely.
If you look at history,
Hmm.
the chances of failure get reduced when you rehearsed and you planned.
I agree. Absolutely.
Around every corner, there is a surprise and a failure waiting to happen. The only way you can prevent that is by planning and rehearsals.
Absolutely. I agree with you 100%. I've seen shows going haywire and only the MC actually handles the whole show on her shoulders. I've seen this happening.
Well, there are times I've seen that the MC is out of order
Oh.
and everything else is in order, but the MC is the one that goes up there, and just because he or she has not done enough rehearsal or
Rehearsal.
not worked with the team or appeared late or things that they go to do on the fly, it all goes wrong. It's
Absolutely.
teamwork at every stage.
Absolutely. 100%. That's what for these podcasts I've been preparing, making scripts. It's been taken a long time, a lot of effort too. So you have created memories for millions. But what was that one event that changed your life?
I think there are many events that have changed our lives.
Yeah.
If I had to put it down to one memorable moment, it would be the 50 years of Indian independence. It's the one time where all our living prime ministers and presidents came together
Wow.
and they celebrated India. Vande Mataram by A.R. Rahman was launched. Lata ji and Bhimsen Saab performed in Parliament. and it was a special session of Parliament that was prorogued at 12 midnight, and that session went live to the world. It was a great moment for India, and I think that's the greatest celebration you can have as a country.
Wow, that's so beautiful. And yeah, I remember seeing that. It was a memorable moment indeed. Yes, definitely. So you have mentored and inspired thousands of people. What advice would you give to a 22-year-old who has no plans, no dreams? Well, he has dreams, big dreams, but no plan how to execute it.
I think the only thing I tell anybody, not a 22-year-old, I'd even say this to an 82-year-old. Have a vision, set your plan, break up your plan into small steps, the smaller the better, and go about doing one step at a time. And as you keep climbing the summit, you will succeed. And every time you succeed, celebrate. Because when you celebrate, all of us will be celebrating with you.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, this is a very high pressure industry. How do you take care of your mental health, or how do you manage? Do you do some yoga, or how do you manage?
I think we all have our ways of handling it. I think some have yoga, some have I sleep more, some we hear they have lots of coffee. I think it's a combination of multiple such anecdotes or antidotes. I don't say anecdotes. Antidotes.
Yes.
And I think you cope with it. But more than anything else, I think the biggest solution is in yourself, in your own mind.
Right.
The more open you are to change, more open you are to listening,
Yeah.
greater is the likelihood of your success.
That's true. That's true. So, what is the future of for Indian youth in the entertainment and the creative skill industry?
I think the sky is the limit.
Yeah.
The world awaits us. India will provide the best professionals, the best minds, the best technologies, the best experiences to the world. I think we've only just begun. The world is the stage for India.
Definitely. Okay, now let's move into a small rapid fire. Lata Mangeshkar or Kishore Kumar?
Both and Asha Bhosle.
Okay. Tea or coffee?
Tea, coffee, and me.
I like that. Tea, coffee, and me. Wonderful. Hills or the sea?
Hills, seas, and the skies.
You have a twisted answer for every question of mine. I like it. Okay. Football or cricket?
For me, football,
Yeah.
cricket, and kabaddi.
I love your answers. Thank you so much for taking out this time, Sabbas. It has been amazing. You have enriched my show, my podcast with your lovely answers. It's been amazing having you. Seriously, you never fail to surprise me with the way, with the mannerism, with the way you answer the questions. You have an answer for everything. Thank you so much.
The answer is I agree, I disagree, and I agree to disagree.
Wonderful, wonderful. So one last parting advice to all the students out there.
Look at the world as virgin territory. Look at the world through your eyes. Go out there and conquer it. The world is waiting for you. Go India, go world.
So thank you, Sabbas. You have actually brightened our mind and given us new ideas that creativity really matters. So for all of you out there, whether you are sketching an idea or you are managing your show, remember, creativity is very important and creative skills can be nurtured also. So that's it. This is Vandana Vadera signing out from Made for Media, brought to you by Indian Institute of Creative Skills, affiliated with NSDC Academy and operated by Media and Entertainment Skill Council. Bye-bye.